The Belize Coast Guard, along with its partner agencies, have been working around the clock to track and capture the persons behind what has been an increase in criminal activity at sea. The coastal pirates had an organized network and worked between Belize and neighbouring Honduras, where stolen engines and products can be sold in exchange for guns and drugs.
We've been not only collecting the information, but we've been connecting those information. So we collect the dots and we connect the dots. We've been working very closely with our Honduran counterparts, as we know that these guys were in Honduras. We knew where they were. We were able to assist the Honduran authorities to vector in on these criminals, on these sea pirates. And thank God yesterday that strike operation was conducted where they were arrested and found with the items that you mentioned.
The strike operation was conducted in the Baja Mar community of Puerto Cortez and led to the arrest of 6 Belizean men and 2 Hondurans.
De Baja Mar, que eran los de Belize, pues detuvieron 6 personas.
In the area of Baja Mar is where the 6 Belizeans were detained. We confiscated 6 boat engines and we believe that they were responsible for the robbery of engines to traffic drugs. These persons are being dealt with by immigration officials so that they can be expelled from the country.
The Belizean detainees are Jaime Norberto Coote, Vincent Erson Martinez, Fernando Avila, Justin Floyd Palacio, Jeremy Wayland Leslie, and a 17-year-old minor, all reportedly from southern Belize. All are well known to local law enforcement.
We have come in contact with them. We know their respective area of operation. We were able to determine how they operate, what was their modus operandi, and as I mentioned, their associates, their foot soldiers. And so while some of the key members have been detained and arrested, we will go after these foot soldiers. And our intent, Duane, and I say this without apology, our intent is to crush them. We know that there are times when the criminal element who operate here, that their Honduran counterparts come into our sea spaces. In fact, one of the Hondurans that have been detained is a key member of the Honduran cartel. So, like I said, Duane, this is significant for us, but by no means is this the end.
For some time now, southern Belize has been the target area for sea pirates who have been robbing fishermen of their products and boat engines. In a most recent incident, a private island resort off the Placentia Peninsula was invaded and the owner shot multiple times before the men escaped with his boat and an undisclosed amount of items.
We know that it's not only about the guys who are in Honduras. We know that they are associates of this group who still are here in Belize. Last week we were able to locate one of their vessels. We were also able to locate the engine from the vessel that was stolen from the shooting victim in Placencia. So all these things law enforcement has in custody, and we will continue to pursue the associates of this criminal element. We will not stop, and I want them to know that the Coast Guard is at war, and we will go after them. We will ensure that these guys face the penalties of the law. This is only the first phase of the operation that we have designed, and we will continue to, like as I mentioned, relentlessly pursue the criminal element who wants to or who have committed crime in our sea spaces.
Today, the detainees are being processed by Interpol and Honduran authorities. They will then be taken into custody by Belizean authorities, where a slew of charges is expected to be leveled.
I've been informed that coordination is currently underway for them to be handed over to the Belizean authorities. So that's where we currently are with that particular situation. There are several offenses that can easily be identified. So I know that's a matter that or police counterpart will deal with. And I have full confidence in the capabilities of the police to do what they need to do. And there may also be some immigration offenses as well. So there are many components to this case. So as it continues to unfold, more will surface, and we look at how these men or these criminals, these coastal pirates, will be handled.
Duane Moody for News 5.